Today is Wednesday, May 6th, and we're ready to get started with our class. I need your help. Can you sing along with me? Here we go. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Oh, how do you do? How do you do? Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Good morning once again. I hope all is well this morning. We're about ready to get started with our class. But before we get started, we want to wish you well. We always want to wish you well. Not only you, but everybody, all our doctors, our nurse, everybody in our homes, our friends. So let's get started. I need your help again. Can you help me out just a little bit more? Here we go. We wish you well. Oh, we wish you well. All through the day today, we wish you well. Once again, we wish you well. Oh, we wish you well. All through the day today, we wish you well. Good job. Good job. We wish you well on today. Well, let's get started. Let's start off with our question for the day. If we remember on Monday, we talked about feelings, our emotions, how we feel. Well, our question for today is how can we tell if a person is happy, sad, or angry? How do we describe that? Hmm. Oh, you need a little help? Sure. I brought along some buddies to help us out, okay? How can you tell if a person is happy, sad, or angry? Let's start with angry first. When a person is angry, and I have my little buddy here, let's bring her here right beside me. When a person is angry, if you notice their forehead, it has a wrinkle, a wrinkle. So when they're angry, it has their forehead has a wrinkle, a wrinkle. What about sad? How do you look? How do you describe a person as sad? A person that's sad, their mouth is kind of turned downward, kind of downward. So I brought my buddy with us. When you're sad, you just kind of mouth turned downward. Something is going on. Remember, all of us experience emotion. Whether we're adults or children, we experience emotions, uh, feelings. We're happy sometimes, we're sad sometimes, and then sometimes we're just angry. All right. What do we look like? How can we describe a person as happy? Oh, I love to be happy. I smile a lot. So let's find somebody, ooh, instead of looking downward or that smile or that mouth is downward, it's vibrant, it's live. So we have a little buddy here with a smile, helping me smile on this morning. So boys and girls, remember, sometimes we do get angry. We have all kind of emotions bottled up in us, and sometimes they come out, and it's okay because we're human. But what do we do in order to combat when we're feeling sad or when we're feeling angry? Remember, we stop, take a deep breath, and relax. It's going to be all right. Just hang in there. All right, let's go with our color for the week. Let's get started with our color for the week. Remember to hang in there now. Okay, our color for the week. If you look at me, I have on my blue smock. Our color for the week is blue. Not only the blue smock I have on, but I went way back and put on a red t-shirt. Red was the color for last week, but this week we're looking at blue. So let's take a closer look at blue, the color blue. Let's spell it. Can you help me spell it? Let's spell it. B-L-U-E. Blue. 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 B-L-U-E. Blue. All right, let's find a few more things. I'm going to pull up a few more things that is the color blue. Right here, I have my blue gloves. Ooh, my blue gloves. Not only that, I have my dishwashing liquid that's blue. I need you to look around in your house and see what you can find that's blue on the day. And when you find it, let mommy and daddy know. Blue is our color for the week. Let's go with our letter. Let's look at our letter for the week. G. G is our letter for the week. We have our uppercase or capital G, and then we have our lowercase g. G is our letter for the week. What sound does that G make? G, G, G. On Monday, we talked about goat. We talked about goat with the G sound, goat. We talked about girl, girl with the G sound. And also we talked about what? The guitar, guitar with the G sound. I pulled up, you know what? We're still searching. We're in search of. I need you to grab your magnifying glasses and I need you to find something with a G, that G letter. Well, I went into the cupboard and guess what I found? Mmm, grits, grits, grits. Something else I found when I went in the cupboard with the G sound, G, 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 grits. I found a cane good. And if you notice the top, green giant, green giant, g, 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 green giant. So G is our letter for the month. And I need you, when you're looking for the color blue, I need you looking for the letter G. Not only the letter G, but words that begin with G. Okay? Let's move forward. Uh-oh, I want to trick you. I want to can. Nah, you're too smart for that. The number for the day. Let's talk about the number for the day. The number for this week's number is number 9. All right? I have a little game here, and I'm going to try to trick you. We're going to do some counting this morning, and you got to remember, sneaky number 6 come before 9. And remember, I'm going to help you out a little bit. The number 6 is kind of laying down, relaxing. The number 9 stands tall. So when we start counting and I show you the numbers, boys and girls, when you get to the number 6, I don't want you to call it number 9. It's number 6. We get the number 6 first in our counting, and it's kind of laying down, but the number 9 stands tall. Are we ready? Let's get started counting. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Uh-oh, here we go. 6. Good, boys and girls. 7, 8. And what's the last number? The number 9. Outstanding, outstanding. The number 9. We don't want to be tricked. Number 9 stands tall. Number 9 stands very, very tall. Guys, do you know what's next? Do you remember? Maybe I need to give you a hint. Do I need to give you a hint? I think I do. Here we go. This is what's coming up next. Can you help me out? Do you remember? Here we go. Story time, story time. Let's get together and read a book. Story time, story time. Let's get together and read a B-O-O-K. Da, 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 da. A book. Outstanding. You remember the song? Outstanding. We have a wonderful story for you on this morning. It's entitled Charlie Anderson. Let's kind of put it where you can see it. Charlie Anderson. 2 sisters welcome a cat into their home, and they named him Charlie. When Charlie doesn't come home one night, they go out searching for him, and they discover something, that he belongs to another family. Oh my goodness. Who gets to keep Charlie? Let's find out. Let's talk about something first. The author. Let's talk about the author. Do you remember what the author does? The author writes the story. The author writes the story. And the author's name is Barbara Abercrombie. Abercrombie. Barbara Abercrombie. The illustrator draws the picture. Look at Charlie. That's a beautiful picture. The illustrator's name is Mark Graham. Mark Graham. Let's get started and find out what's going on. Are you ready? Let's get started. Let's make sure you can see. One cold night, a cat walked out of the woods, up the steps, across the deck, into a house where Elizabeth and Sarah lived. He curled up next to their fireplace to get warm. He watched 6 o'clock news on TV. He tasted their dinner and he tried out their beds. He decided to stay, and the girls named him Charlie. Every morning, Charlie disappeared into the woods again. So he would leave them in the morning. He'd spend the night, but he'd leave. At night, when he came home, Elizabeth brushed him clean, fed him dinner, and made a space for him at the foot of her bed. He liked Elizabeth's bed the best. Sometimes he would wake up, sometimes she would wake up in the middle of the night and hear him purring in the dark. Purring is a sound a cat makes when they're happy, when it's happy. So Charlie was happy. Sarah, her sister, called him baby, and she dressed him up in doll's clothes. When it snowed, Elizabeth, Sarah's mother, heated Charlie's milk before he left for the woods. He grew fatter and fatter, and every day he purred louder and louder. On weekends, the girls stayed with their father and their stepmother in the city. They wanted to bring Charlie with them, but their mother said he'd miss the woods. Charlie's a country cat. He stays on the outside where there's not too many people. Charlie's a country cat, she told them. One stormy night, Charlie didn't come home. Elizabeth and Sarah stayed out on the deck and called his name, but no Charlie. Where was he? Why didn't he come out of the woods? Was he all right? All night, Elizabeth listened to the rain beating on her roof and the wind rattling the window. Was he cold? Was he hurt? Where was Charlie? In the morning, Elizabeth and Sarah looked for him. They asked the lady down the road if she had seen their cat. She said no and offered them cookies. But they were too worried to eat anything, even chocolate chip cookies. They went to the new house on the other side of the woods. Have you seen our cat Charlie? They asked. He's very fat and has gray striped fur. We have a cat with gray striped fur, said the man, but his name is not Charlie. It's Anderson. He's upstairs asleep on our bed. Now they heard a meow, and down the stairs came a very fat cat with gray striped fur. Charlie, Charlie, Sarah and Elizabeth cried. No, that's Anderson, said the woman. We had him for 7 years. Right, Anderson? He looked at her and he began to purr. But it's Charlie, said Sarah. He looked at her and purred even louder. Is he here at night? Asked Elizabeth. Anderson is a hunter, said the man. He prowls the woods at night. Prowl, he searches the woods at night. Charlie sleeps in my bed at night, Elizabeth said. He leaves for the woods after breakfast. Anderson come home at breakfast time, said the woman. He leaves right after dinner. They all looked at the cat. and he sat there at their feet, very happy and very fat. They called his name Charlie Anderson. Now, sometime in bed at night, Elizabeth asked him, who do you love best, Charlie Anderson? And she could hear him purring in the dark. Just like Elizabeth and Sarah, Charlie has two houses, two beds, and two family who loves him. He's a lucky cat. The end. The end. Charlie Anderson. Remember, guys, that you have somebody who loves you a whole lot. Your family, your mom, your dad, your aunties and uncle and grandma, and not only them, little angels. I love you. We're closing out our session for today, and we want to wish you well. Have a great day, and we'll see you on Friday.